ไงดิใช่ Well, hello, hello. Hello, darlings. So nice to finally meet you. Well, it's been quite some time that I've wanted to meet you. Hello, my name is Six of Spades. No, that is not my true name. I am the local god of games. And, well, if you know more, I am also, some would say, a villain of sorts. But don't worry, darlings. I've been a nice boy recently. I haven't been up to much, not that I could be. I am stalling a little bit, since more people might be joining here in a second. Just wanting people to be able to jump into chat if they want. Yes. I know today's stream was rather abrupt, my debut, and obviously, as you can kind of see, my tech is not exactly what one would call up to date. There have been many complications, but I wanted to keep on a very strict schedule, so despite all of the incidents in getting everything ready, I decided that I was still going to debut today. 'Cause I like talking with you, and I like streaming. And so, I wanted to get this train going as soon as possible. Yes. Again, I am just stalling a little bit. Wouldn't want to end stream too early. Can you actually hear my mouse clicking? That might actually be something that I need to take care of later. Something like that. Maybe we'll do a stream at one point just getting rid of the snuff. I saw that Lian Lee, or my mistake, Monarch, did an entire stream where she was just setting up her ASMR mic. I found that hilarious and a joy to watch. Maybe we can do that. I'm very new to streaming, if you cannot tell. Where is everybody? If people don't show up within, give or take 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start the debut process and talking a little bit about myself. But we'll give people some time. I'm going to... yeah. It's 5 minutes. That's no big deal. I do have a massive mug of tea next to me, like a whole tankard of tea. Because when I make tea, I drink from the pot. I'm like one of those people that fixes themselves an entire pot of coffee, except I do it with tea. It is kind of interesting. I could never do the entire pot of coffee. That would be too much caffeine for me. Why do people do that? I wonder. This tea is still way too hot. I can't touch that. This tankard of tea is way bigger than most tea. Like, it's like twice the size of even my biggest mug. So, I don't know how much tea that is. What is this? This is a 17-ounce soda, and it's actually smaller than my... It's about half the width and just a little bit taller than this mug of tea. So I'd say give it about 32 ounces within this mug of tea. I very much love this tea. This was actually a thing. I know I said 5 minutes, but I'm going to tell this story, and then I am going to start. Because I bought this tea. Wow, I am having a stroke. I bought this tea while I was in China. And I bought it from a local store that gave it to me in a nice bag. It's loose leaf tea. And I love it. It is one of my favorite things, and it's naturally relaxing. So it helps a lot, since I am not exactly the most favorable when it comes to being in front of people. And performing by myself is also very tough now that I'm realizing that. However, so this is an herbal tea that I got in China, and it's naturally sweet, and it has 0 caffeine in it. So it's supposed to help you sleep. And it's been great for me, because I'm a bit of an insomniac. And so I've been able to drink this tea before night. But I was looking for it, because I'm almost out. I need a refill here soon. And I cannot find it. Number one, the canister that I got it in, like the thing that preserves it, it's all in Mandarin, and I do not speak Mandarin. I cannot read Mandarin, and I guess I could use a translation software, but from what I've seen, I think the canister only talks about the tea shop that I got it from. And the actual, leaves themselves, I don't know what they're called. I don't know where to get them. The closest I can find is a couple of things online, but I've been looking everywhere for this tea, and I cannot find it for the life of me. But I did find something interesting, which was the stevia tea. You know, you can actually make tea from stevia leaves. I never knew this. This was actually quite impressive to me. That you could actually make, tea out of stevia. And it's supposed to be naturally sweet. It's about 200 or 300 times sweeter than sugar. So, the tea is super sweet. I think it would... But it's not sugar, so it has, 0 calories. So it is a great substitute if you get, if you've got a sweet tooth. I don't think that's what this tea is, but the leaves looked very similar. I genuinely don't know. And I spent 5 hours the other night looking for this tea. And I just can't find it. It is boggling my mind. Truly. Truly. Okay, I will stop stalling now. It has officially been... It's been about 6 minutes now. Oh, I can keep talking. I can definitely keep talking. Right, chat. Darlings. Hold on. Nope, still too hot to take a drink. I am very thirsty, though. I might risk it. Oh, it wasn't too hot. Yes, this tea is nice. I'm trying to be very quiet, because this desk is very echoey. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, yes, I will stop stalling. I understand now that I don't think people are going to come in, at least for right now. I did send out the link twice. And, you know, hopefully people jump in during the debut, but if no one does, it's their loss. Honestly, they don't want to make me angry. But you, the Vault Watchers, you know, you're special. I can't wait to meet you in the next streams, in the streams after, and after that. I'm not going anywhere. Not one bit. But I guess it is about time that I start the actual debut part of my debut. So let's head over and move over to where I can get... Yes, this thing, I believe. Yes, yes. See? I'm an expert streamer. I've done this my whole life. Can't you tell? I know exactly what I'm doing. Anyway, so like I have said, my name is Six of Spades. I will not be giving up my true name. The last time I did that is how I ended up stuck here in cyberspace. I'm about 400-ish. You stop counting after a while. I've had my 20th birthday, I think, well over 200, 300 times. It's just something that us gods get to do. But my body is only about 22. My birthday is in May 11th, which is, for those of you obsessed with astrology, that makes me a Taurus. My height is about 176 centimeters, or for my American viewers, I am 5'8". I am a short king, but anyone who calls me that, you'll understand why they call it divine wrath. As I have said, my occupation is as a supervillain. I was sent to Earth by the heavenly host to track down my longtime nemesis, the goddess of luck, going by the hero name Lady Luck, and to bring her back. Her most recent of endeavors has trumped me here. But that's fine. I'm growing stronger by the day. My pronouns are he and him. I am, well, I would say straight or ace. I tend to have more asexual tendencies, but I would consider myself straight. So if there are just things that I do not get, things I do not find funny, or other things like that, I think you can attribute that to these asexual qualities. My species, well, I am a god, I am a deity, the god of games, as it were. The god of games, not as in I play games very well, but that I'm a god of inspiration. I inspire stories behind these games. I'm the genius in the corner, whispering in your ear. I'm the thought that you have at 3 in the morning that jolts you out of bed. I am that. I am inspiration. Well, I was. My heralds are taking care of that now, while I find a way out of this wretched place. But that is what I am. I forgot to click over here. I've streamed before, can't you tell? I know how computers work. So, what are my likes? Well, I like anime. I feel like that should be apparent from how everything is happening. Well, what I mean is that VTubers are almost obligated to like anime to some degree. And of course I like video games. I am a god of games after all. I like being alone. Well, somehow I have completely forgotten what that is called. It is truly a brain fart right now. Give me 1 second. Introvert. Yes, I am very introverted. See, I told you I could get over that. No harm, no foul. So I like being alone. Alone for long periods of time. So being in cyberspace is not too difficult on me. But it is quite lonely after a while. There's long periods of when I'm just alone with my thoughts, and that is never good. I also like spicy things, not spicy within the range of not safe for work, though, to be honest, I do not mind those either. Spicy as in the flavor. I love spicy food, and I plan on doing a couple of spicy challenges within my streams. Maybe try not to laugh, and if I laugh I have to have ghost pepper sauce or something like that. Something absurd. Things that I like to do. And I also like reading and writing. I am I am a nerd, honestly, but as a god of inspiration, there is so much inspiration that can come from reading and writing. So I focus much more on the stories of games than anything else, though the mechanics of games are also quite intriguing. I like me some TTRPGs, and if you don't know what that is like Dungeons and Dragons. That is like Call of Cthulhu, Pathfinder. I think those are the most famous ones. But I just love hanging out and, hanging out with friends, and not many friends in cyberspace, I'm afraid. But these are great ways of hanging out. I also like rock music. I am a drummer. I love music with a beat. And I love music that challenges me. I can speak today. English is my first language, even if that is hard to believe. I like rock music because I like to drum, and I like drumming when I'm listening to music that has a beat, and most of the time that comes from indie rock bands, they have some of the most unique drummers, and therefore I just kind of fell into it. I like fried chicken. It is one of my favorite foods, and so having chicken wings with spicy sauce, ooh, those are amazing. I like peanuts, and this might be triggering to some people. I like peanuts with the shell on. Yes, they salt the outside, don't you know? They salt the outside, and so I need that shell on, because, well, I mean, if you're buying salted peanuts with the shell on, like, why would you take the shell off? That's the entire reason you buy it with the shell on. Anyway, I digress. This is a big stickler for me. This is also why people are like, you're crazy. And I'm not. I'm just might be an elephant. I have been called Dumbo in the past. Anyway, that is not a nickname for you to use. No. 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 Anyway, I also like nerdy things. Nerdy things just around geeky things, lore. That is kind of a catch-all category, because I am kind of a jack of all trades. There's not one fandom I'm a part of, or one thing that I like more than everything else. I do kind of have my hand in multiple bowls. Though I think by my entire aesthetic there is one thing that I like more than the rest of them. Of course. My dislikes, and this might surprise some of you. I dislike sleeping. If I could choose one superpower in the world, it would be to never have to sleep again. I honestly think, and I have not gotten tested for this, but I honestly think that I might be a bit narcoleptic. I tend to fall asleep. If I'm tired, I tend to fall asleep in the most random of places. I have fallen asleep at my desk before. I have fallen asleep while typing before. I have been woken up with several lines in the search bar being typed out, and I mean, like, I was leaning on the keys to find this, and all of a sudden I'm woken up. So that's why I dislike sleep. Sleep attacks me. Sleep is not something I go and I seek out. It is more like something that is required, and if I put it off, it will force me to find it. So I don't like it. And I hate parties. What is the point of standing around with loud music? Like, I can get, like, if you want to go out and dance, that's fine. Go out and dance. With loud music, that's fine. Around other people, if you like that, sure. But, like, trying to talk, like, trying to interact with people, like, people say parties are social events. They are not. They are going out and being by yourself around other people. Because you have the music pounding so... I'm gonna get off my high horse right now. I do not like parties. And I can rant about any of these topics. Honestly. These are awful. Awful topics. I dislike sour things. And I Yeah, I can't really explain that one. I've just never liked sour things. I love spicy things. Sour things I hate. Just the thing that makes you cringe is... I don't like it. If you can tell, I'm getting a little worked up just thinking about it. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea now. Again, I'm trying to set that down as quietly as possible. And... well, I dislike the ocean, and trust me, it is mutual. My few times that I've been around the ocean has been riddled with encounters. I don't know what I did to upset the sea gods, but I must have done something. Because there's rarely a time I have been to the ocean and something horrible has not happened to me. Like, one of the earliest stories about me was being caught in a riptide and dragged out to sea. And luckily, a surfer saw me before I up and drowned. And yes, as a god, I am quite vulnerable. Gods would have you believe that we're not. But things do happen. And the next one is just a personal pet peeve of mine. People asking you to smell something. Like, tell me if you've been in a situation like this before, where you've smelled something, and then, just off the cusp, like, it smells bad. Well, maybe not you. Okay, rearrange the situation. A friend of yours smells something, and it's bad, and it's putrid, and they wrinkle their nose, and they look down at it like it is the scum of the earth, and say, "That smells disgusting." Then they turn to you, shove the thing into your face, and say, "Here, smell this." No! No, absolutely not. People think I'm crazy when I react like I don't want to smell the thing that is putrid, the scum of the earth. I back up. Like, what are you even doing? No, I learned from your mistakes. Don't make me have to live through that. Oh boy, that's a pet peeve of mine. And it happens all the time. It's like, the times it happens outweigh the times that it doesn't. And it's crazy to me, like, what is the benefit of getting someone else to smell something? And I know that I'm rambling now. I can ramble a lot. But what is the benefit there? I don't see it. Anyway. Is there any more darlings watching? I know we've got a few silent ones in the background. Huh. Don't be afraid to say hello, darlings. Never be afraid to say hello. I don't bite. Well, I don't bite much. No, that's more of Vex's thing. If you really want a goddess to really chew you up inside, I suggest going and looking at her. The other day, I saw someone post, like, about someone else being a raw VTuber, and I'm just like, no, that's Vex. Anyway. Yes, I completely lost my space in the dislikes. Being judged or disrespected. I deserve respect. I am a god. You should find out how to respect me. And should fear if you don't. That is just a simple thing. I am also acrophobic. I am scared of heights. And I was thinking that this might not come into play much, being on the other side of a screen, because heights in video games don't really affect me. But then I remembered that there are selfies right before someone has died, and most of them are from high up places. Like, you get up really high and you take a selfie, and maybe that could be a punishment or something. We're definitely going to come up with punishment wheels and just games that we get to play. You guys want stuff like that? I'm sure. And we can do a ton of stuff like that. I'm just waiting for it. I'm very excited, actually. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, but I feel like I should. At this point, I feel like I should. Anyway, I dislike my own singing, my own voice. I don't think I sound very good when I sing. Which is funny, my brothers, they both got singing genes, and they're very good. But my vocal cords were damaged as a child, and I've never really fully recovered, because I just can't sing as well as other people because of that. Do not ask me to sing. I will not. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll learn how to sing. I don't know. I honestly will get to those. Those are my goals. And the final thing I dislike is drama. I dislike Twitter drama. I dislike being a part of drama. I honestly think a lot of drama is stupid. But I do understand some of it. So, don't expect me to play very dramatic games, dating sims and stuff like that. I just... It's a bit cringe for me. Not that it is cringe, but I cringe at it. I don't... There's a gray area there. Trust me, there's a gray area. Like, in the middle. Between those two. You know. You know. I don't have to explain this anymore, you know. Yeah, you know. Hobbies! I didn't write much on this one. Maybe... Did I finish this one? There was a thing. So, I made this in like, PowerPoint. And then PowerPoint cut off my license. And then I tried to transfer it over to, like, Keynote, which is the Mac version. And then Keynote wasn't working for me, and so I tried to transfer it over to Google Slides. And so in the shuffle, like I said, there's been a lot of problems getting this debut up. Maybe I had more. I should have put drumming on here. Why is drumming not on here? Anyway, I like writing original stories when I am not VTubing, and when I am not, you know, doing other things, trying to find my way out. I tend to be writing, and I love writing, and I love designing. I love designing games. I mostly design TTRPG games, since my technical knowledge is not grand. Like I said, I am a god of inspiration, not that of technology. Those go to much more major goals. I do enjoy playing video games, though, and I feel like that will be the backbone of this channel, actually. I might be a gaming VTuber. Not that that would be the first time that's ever happened. But I feel like it might be a nice niche to fall into. And I like watching anime. Of course, VTubers... I feel like that might be obligatory for VTubers. That we must watch anime. Why am I saying it like Jerry from Rick and Morty? Anime? I will stop now. But yeah, I feel like this, let's see if I can mentally add anything to this. Hobbies, drumming. Oh, like, I guess it wouldn't be... Hobbies and likes are different. What is the difference between hobbies and likes? I guess I don't know. That's quite interesting, honestly. I'll just leave it there. And if there's more, we can come back to it. I do plan on doing a re-debut when I have the technology available to me. Especially the face tracking technology that I so desperately need to be able to be a true VTuber. Though I am happy with the waveform visualizer. It does really add something here. Anyway, I have to click. I'm having a stroke over here. Oh. So, as far as my favorite games, and I limited this a lot, actually. Games that I have had to played and beaten. Yes, played and beaten. And loved. Now, the Origami series is obviously my favorite. It was the first thing that I put down. It is a stealth-based game, and I ended up going through it on the hardest difficulty, and I legitimately got a cramp in my finger, because the entire time you're crouching. And I wish crouch was an easier button to press than, like, they have it as control, so I had to remap it to, like, to shift, I believe. And, like, shift was run, and I didn't need that. I needed crouch to be close. But anyway, the Origami series, I have not played the second one, because that is for Windows and not for Mac. And I am buying a Windows computer, but again, there has been some complications to that. There have been some very successful scammers, and, well, it is just, yeah, it is hard to say. But Little Nightmares 1 and 2, the Little Nightmares series is such an amazing series, and I genuinely think that I will do a playthrough of the Little Nightmares series. I'm not usually a fan of horror. I'm not usually a fan, but the Little Nightmares series is so full of symbolism, and so full of intrigue and theories, that it is just absolutely amazing. It is art, and I really hope that Little Nightmares 3 comes out soon. Anyway, Injustice 1 and 2. I am very good at fighting games. I do not know why. I am just good at getting combinations, understanding the mechanics, and being able to play fighting games. And my favorite, because I love superheroes. That should have been on my likes. I love superheroes. I love comic books. Injustice 1 and 2 is by far my favorite fighting game. And it is because that, and I'm pretty good at Marvel vs. Capcom as well, but Injustice just, I'm a DC boy at heart. And I'm really looking forward to if they ever come out with a third installment. As well, Gotham Knights just dropped today, actually. And I swear, that might be the first game I play. That might be, I might drop everything and do a stream just on Gotham Knights. Just because I love that game. The fact that Red Hood is in it, Red Hood is the best. Just hands down. And you can fight me in the comments. But Red Hood, the fact that you don't play as Batman in a Batman-esque game, and instead play as all of his sidekicks, as all of these people with thriving stories, because we've all heard that Bruce Wayne loses his parents in an alleyway. We've seen that a million times. But these characters have not been as fleshed out, and they have such vibrant backstories, and I cannot wait. I hope that that game takes off. I will definitely be playing it. Even if I'm like a month or two late, I will definitely be playing it. Skyrim, for obvious reasons, I love my TTRPGs, and I love RPGs. And Skyrim is a great combination and allows you to play however you want. Need for Speed Carbon, and I will try not to rant too terribly long, because Need for Speed has slowly become more realistic. And I think that has been to its own detriment. There's still a fan community that loves it, but in my eyes, Need for Speed Carbon was the best. It allowed the most customization with the least realistic racing. You still got to customize your cars. You still got the feel of actually street racing, and yet you could run cops into walls and stuff like that. You could batter up your vehicle without it ever running the risk of, exploding on you, or losing time just by glancing a wall. It was such a fun game, and I really think that Need for Speed needs to go back to a little bit less realistic. There are racing games that are hyper-realistic. I don't think Need for Speed needs to be that much. I am also taking a sip of my tea. Yes. When you're when you're talking this long, you tend to need to drink occasionally. Minecraft is kind of obvious. I'm a creative at heart. I love being creative in all of its aspects, and Minecraft allows me to be. And I think, I'm not sure how we're going to do that. How far we will take that. Because Minecraft can be an incredibly relaxing but yet boring game at the same time. So I believe if we do a Minecraft stream, I might take some liberties in what I would usually do in Minecraft. Or maybe we just do multiplayer. Join a server and see where that takes us. The Monster Hunter series. Now, I have not played the newest Monster Hunter, but the Monster Hunter series has long been one of my favorites, and it's clear to see why. There's customization, you can play whatever style you want, and it is a great RPG. The Arkham series, again, going back to what I said about Injustice, is kind of the same. Smite. Let me tell you guys, I love mythology. I loved mythology before Percy Jackson made it cool to love mythology. And Smite, bringing most of its characters from mythology, doing research, doing justice to these characters, I think is great. And I've played it, and I got lost in it at one point, and I had to back off, but I genuinely love Smite. Battlefront, the old ones. The microtransactions and the new ones just kind of ruined it for me. Like, it's not even the fact that you can customize now. Like, I think that the fact that you can customize now is actually detrimental to the game. The old Battlefronts, and if you guys remember the old Battlefronts, which was essentially a large game of capture the flag, it was great. I loved them, and I have a lot of fond memories playing them. I played them with my friends. There was no need for microtransactions, customization, and it was just a lot of fun. Spider-Man PS4, I will say that I am still a DC person, but Spider-Man on the PS4 was one of the best games ever, and is one of the only games that has actually made me cry. And I felt real emotion there. And I will say, hands down, one of my favorite games. I have not played Miles Morales. Do not spoil Miles Morales. It is on my list. I have it. I need to sit down and play it, but I have not done so yet. Do not spoil it. Soul Knight. I'm going to graze over that one because it is a roguelike game on mobile. If you guys want to go check it out, it's actually pretty cool. It's gotten a lot bigger recently, but it's a roguelike, and I love roguelike games. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I feel like everyone has this in their top 100 at least. 100 of video games. Because it is a truly remarkable game. It is a truly masterful game, and if you like The Legend of Zelda, even if you don't like The Legend of Zelda, even if you think The Legend of Zelda is not that good of a franchise, Breath of the Wild still, with its remarkable mechanics, still makes everything, tells such a great story, and it's such a good game. And the mechanics and the searching and the exploring, it really makes a huge world feel big. Moonlighter. This is a roguelike game where you set up your own shop. It is one of my favorites, and it's not, and I wanted to shine some light on it because it doesn't get a lot of love. It was a game that one of my friends recommended to me, and I think I finished it in 48 hours. Like, I think I played this thing straight. It is an amazing game. I loved all of the mechanics of it. I wished they had given you more customization options. I wish that they had expanded upon it. and I hope there's another game in development. And Hollow Knight, the Dark Souls of platformers. Like I said, I limited myself to games that I had finished. And this took me the absolute longest. It was a slog. I'm playing on keyboard, which is much harder than if you were playing on controller. The fact that I finished this game is a small miracle in itself. But I did. I don't like games that are as hard as Hollow Knight. I think finishing it once, I was very proud of myself. And so it became one of my favorite games. But I'm not going to recommend it because it is so frustrating. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can, but I streamed this at one point on Twitch. And there was one point I just rage quit. I didn't stream the whole thing. I ended up finishing it on my own. But there was one point that I was desperately trying to get back the money that I was owed. And I died on the way there. And I rage quit. And it is the only game that has made me rage quit. Again, love the game. I would not recommend. I definitely would not recommend playing on keyboard. It's very hard on keyboard. I would even say it's much harder on keyboard than it would be on controller. But I digress. We're finally through favorite games. I just clicked on that. That was my bad. Oh yeah, I forgot this was here. Man, I'm going to be talking for a while. Sorry, that was me taking a long drink of my tea. I need more. My throat's actually starting to get sore. It is... I mean, we've been live for about an hour now. I've been talking about non-stop for an hour. If you guys... Tell you what. If you guys need to take a break, if you need, like, to get coffee or popcorn or whatever you get while watching this stream, do that now. Run to the restroom. I'm going to try and heal my throat here. I'm about to finish that entire thing of tea. That's not good, guys. That's not good. Oh well. I would also like to call out, because it got featured a little bit. This music that you're listening to is not mine. The starting and ending screen music is mine. But this music is, I'm gonna forget who is it by. It's in the description. It is always in the description. But, yes, it is, it's by Kevin MacLeod, in Income Tech. Income Tech. Incompetech? Like incompetent? Anyway, it is a great, royalty-free, music site. This particular music is Other Nightclub by Kevin MacLeod. If you wanted to find it, or use it for your own, or, you know, have it as like a wake-up alarm, I don't know. That's where you find it. Thank Kevin MacLeod. He is one of the creators of some of the most iconic music that you hear on streams around. And truly, him making his library royalty-free, or at least having a royalty-free part of his library, has made him one of the most iconic composers on the internet. So if you don't know him, well, you've probably heard his work. So go check him out. Give him a like, give him whatever. But he deserves it. He really does. And I don't see enough streamers, I don't see enough YouTubers call out the fact that he makes a lot of their music. So, you know, go give him some love. He deserves it. So, my favorite anime. And I'm going to try and... I know streams are supposed to be long, but I genuinely feel like I'm taking a long time. This is a new one for me. Usually I'm fine taking up people's time. But no. No. This is interesting. Well, my top favorite anime is Yona of the Dawn. And if you have never seen Yona of the Dawn, do yourself a favor and binge watch it. It is on Crunchyroll for free. You should sit down and watch all of it, because it is one of my favorites. It is set in a fictionalized feudal Japan, and follows this, basically a betrayal plot with a lot of twists. And it is one of the only anime where I was in the middle of it and I still could not figure out who was in the right. It is truly a bizarre and lovely anime. One that I very much appreciate. It departs from most of its brethren, because it definitely follows like a fantasy anime kind of stance without jumping in too far with the isekai tropes or the other tropes that would make it essentially another rehash of the same. It has, if I had to compare its vibe, it has much more of I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking on the name? I know this. Hold on. I'm pulling this up because Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, that's what it is. Full Metal Alchemist. It has a Full Metal Alchemist vibe. And I genuinely think that it's one of the best animes ever produced. And it doesn't get enough love. Mostly because most people just think it's a harem anime. A reverse harem anime. And, I mean, they're not wrong. But that doesn't mean it's any less quality than other anime. The next one, My Hero Academia. Now this seems to be, if you can't tell, there's a through line to all of this. I am obsessed with superheroes. I love comic books. I love superheroes. And My Hero Academia really took the bar to the next level when it came to superhero anime. And I've been trying to get back caught up because I've had friends who have given me the manga of the newest stuff, and so I know what's going on. But as far as the anime goes, I am not caught up on episodes, and I really need to get caught up. The Devil is a Part-Timer. I know Season 2 just came out, but it's not free, and I'm waiting for all of it to come out before I, pirate it off the internet, which I would never do. Not while I am trapped here in cyberspace and have nothing else to do. But the second season just came out, and I really hope that they got it right, because The Devil is a Part-Timer. It's one of the animes that I've watched multiple times. Now, I'm going to butcher that first word, but Arforeta from Commoner to World's Strongest is one of the animes that is isekai what's the other one? Essentially where they have been taken to a new world, whoever gets betrayed, and then they become the world's strongest through their betrayal. And then they have the entire idea of facing up to what has happened, or facing their friends again, is such an interesting idea. And that's why From Commoner to World's Strongest and Rising of the Shield Hero are both on there. Now, Rising of the Shield Hero, I made sure to say Season 1. Because as of Season 2, it gets weird. It gets weirder. And the vibe of Season 1 was what I fell in love with. And the vibe in Season 2 is just not there. It's not right. And I don't like it as much. It's definitely not on my favorite anime list. So, I do have to chop that one in half. And some people are going to come in and be like, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 is great. What are you talking about? Well, it just doesn't have the same vibe. And even, From Commoner to World's Strongest, even if in its subsequent seasons, even as it gets more crazy and honestly more not safe for work, it still kept the vibe of the original, which was this uncaring attitude. It's very hard to describe that vibe, actually. I'm trying to, and it's not... The words just aren't there. And Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 did not have the same vibe. And I did not appreciate it as much. I still appreciated it, but I did not appreciate it as much. The next is Code Geass. And if you know of Code Geass, you would know that it is considered one of the best anime ever made. Because it is. It just simply is. It is one of the best anime ever made, and that is because it gets the smart guy going rogue down. And the consequences of actions, and like everything about it is good. And there are a lot of anime where the main character goes down a dark path. But I don't think anyone does it as good as Code Geass. Give me 1 sec. I apologize, there was something in my throat. But yes, Code Geass, it really gets the idea of someone going down a dark path, and does it well. The one critique I would have of Code Geass is the stupidity of him commanding someone to kill all of Japan. That was just stupid. Like, if you were to throw out an example, why would you throw out the most dangerous one? But I digress. The next one is Death Parade, which is psychological horror. And it deals with a lot of heavy topics. But I think it is one of the coolest ideas as far as what is the afterlife, what is death goes. And it's very interesting. And it's not really an anime that has a story. It is much more built on vibes and questions and like there's tension, there is change. But as far as like a starting goal and that goal being fulfilled, it is not as straightforward as that. And it's really a delicate balance. And for those of you who like that kind of, that walking along the wire, Death Parade is a great one. And again, we have a mess up in the text in the next one. Because again, transferring all of this between 3 applications was a ton of fun. I can delete that, right? I can just delete that. Yes, I can. Haha. Screw that. I deleted it. No! Alright. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Now, I have not seen the new seasons. I have not seen the new season. Because I have seen the season 2. But I really like it. And again, going back to that mythology, kind of that question. It is a great world building. It continues to be great world building. The story is meh sometimes. Sometimes it's fantastic. Sometimes it's amazing. But overall, the story is meh. World building is gold tier. Overlord is another one, kind of in the Code Geass vein, but in a fantasy setting, where the main character just goes down a dark path. And Overlord very much deals with the idea of a human becoming undead, and how that affects their emotions, and how they stop feeling what it is in life. It is incredible. Incredible storytelling, incredible dive into that era. It is incredibly dark at some points. And there were a couple of times where I could not believe the cruelty of the character we're supposed to be rooting for. But it is still a great story. A great story told with well intentions. The next one is stupid. Nanbaka, which is a prison anime where all of the characters are master escapists on the most guarded prison ever. And I cannot get through the entire show because it's very stupid, but I laugh so hard every time. And I love rewatching the first couple of episodes of that show because it is just hilarious. If you want to have a good time, sit down and watch some clips of Nanbaka. I might honestly do anime try not to laugh challenges because Nanbaka's going to be on there. The next two, Plastic Memories and Angel Beats, are both incredibly sad anime. I actually watched Akame ga Kill, Plastic Memories, and Angel Beats, one right after the other, and I was about to watch Clannad before someone very mercifully stopped me, because I was just jumping from anime to try and fill the hole of sadness from the last anime, and I kept picking incredibly sad anime. And it was entirely by accident. I wasn't trying to traumatize myself, but that's kind of what happens. Plastic Memories, I don't know if I have to describe the plot at this point. If you want to see a very sad love story where the love is never meant to be, and like, the girl is essentially the girl is a robot and she is dying. And very quickly she is dying. And this guy falls in love with her, and they get married the day before she essentially dies. And it is heartbreaking to watch. Angel Beats, everyone is in purgatory, and at the very end, they all end up moving on. And it is such a great story. It is such great storytelling. It is incredibly sad. My heart breaks every time I watch. I see clips of it. And there's one scene in particular where one of them has like a huge list of things that she wants to happen before she leaves. And it's because when she was alive, she was very sick and could never do anything. And so she had this huge list of things. And then the last thing on her list was get married. And this guy who's had kind of this head-butt relationship with her, not the main character, by the way, has one of the most impassioned and heart-wrenching speeches ever. Because he essentially tells her, no matter what you are, no matter how sick you are, no matter if I have to take care of you, no matter if I have to travel the world to find you again. Because when they leave purgatory, they are reincarnated and they keep no memory. He tells her he will be there for her. And it's interspersed with visuals of them finding each other in life and living happily together. And it is the most heartbreaking thing. I kept two of the most heartbreaking things for last, I'm actually kind of tearing up thinking about it. It is genuinely, it's genuinely a great series, a great anime. If you have not seen it, you should go see it. But be warned, bring tissues and popcorn. And then finally, geez, these things are long. I feel like I'm taking up so much time. Is this what streamers feel like? I've barely been going for an hour and a half. How do streamers go for 7 hours? Jeez. This is incredible. I have so much more appreciation for streamers. Like, all power to them. I guess, yes, I'm a streamer too. Don't get me wrong. This is what I am doing. But seriously, I feel like I'm taking up so much time. I feel like you're getting bored with me. You know what? I'm going to finish this last one, and then we are going to take a break from the whole thing, and we're going to watch a stupid video, because I can do that, and because I'm glad that I can do that. It is my stream, and who's going to stop me? YouTube? They could try. I am a god. So for the last one, SAO Alternative, Gun Gale Online. Now, for those of you who think I am going to talk about Sword Art Online, you are wrong. There is another series that is set in the same universe as Sword Art Online, called SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online. And it follows a girl in the setting of Gun Gale Online who like is just trying to fit in and enjoys, like, gets a very small character because she's tall in real life and she's very insecure about it, and she yeah, it's a very good action anime, and it takes everything that was good about SAO and removes everything bad about SAO and makes an entirely different series based around that. And I think if you enjoyed the first season of SAO, if you enjoyed a lot of the action bits of SAO and what it did for its own genre, you will enjoy SAO Alternative Gun Gale Online. If you enjoyed, like, the second half of Season 1, where Alfheim Online, or if you enjoyed, honestly, the more or less rapey vibes that guy gave off, you won't enjoy Gun Gale Online, because it got rid of all of that. I don't know who would enjoy the second, like, it was just, it got uncomfortable. I'm also, this might be some asexual tendencies coming out, but that was not fun. Like, I would prefer anything else than the second half of SAO first season. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. That was awkward. But yes, we got to the end of this. I'm going to throw this across the room, if I can get it. There we are. Cool. That I'm sitting under a ton of hot lights. I am very hot right now. I need to be cool. Alright, I'm going to actually open up a different thing. We're going to watch a video. Let's see. Hey, look, there's my stream. I'm actually, let's do this. Let's do this. No, I can't do that from there. Where's my OBS? Here's my OBS. Main show. I'm going to do... Is this it? Ah, yes. Yes. I'm moving it, but it's not showing it for me. There we are. I'm going to... Hopefully that does it. There we go. Haha. Where's my stream now? There it is. Okay. Good thing. Good things are going on. There we go. Alright, what do you... Let's see. Let's just do a try not to laugh challenge. Try not to laugh impossible 2022. I've never seen this before. I cringe at failed videos, so that won't be much of a... Okay, whatever this is with Kirby with a knife, I feel like I need to watch now. Yes, you're totally right. I should turn off the music first. Let's mute the background music so that we can watch this. Or was there background music going in general? I don't know, I've streamed it before. Alright. Hold on. Frick. I tried to go full screen. Did that work? Hold on. I'm going to watch it on my stream capture. See what happened. Oh yeah, it worked. I just needed to... I'll just need to... Here, I'm going to quickly do... Hide this for 1 second. Move this over here. I'm a streamer, guys. Can't you tell? I know exactly what I'm doing. Why is this like this? Okay, hold on. This is a 17-minute video. I need to quickly there we are. Let's watch this. Here we are. Backing it up. Can you finish this video without laughing? I'm going to laugh. I am not doing the try not to laugh challenge just yet because I don't have a punishment yet. We should get a punishment wheel. We should. Next stream, I will set up a punishment wheel and we can do this. Is this too loud? I feel like... Is the game caption too loud? Oh wait, you guys can't even hear it. I have it muted. That's why. Can you hear it? No, because of course. Why would I ever have everything set up correctly? See, this was the stream I was talking about where we fix everything. Why is that not working? Okay. It's not... Why is it not working? What is going on? Why? I'm going to, real quick, go in and find a, I hope that wasn't on stream. Because it's showing me that my desktop audio isn't going. What is this? I doubt that. Okay, default audio, desktop audio. Why is it? What is going on here? Here, let me see if this will work. It's not a true stream without scuff. So you guys can hear that, right? Hold on. It's not a true stream without... It's not a true stream without scuff. This is interesting, to say the least. I don't know why I went Russian, but that is what I went with. So I can hear it. What is going on? Properties. Default. It is desktop audio. Can I... Why? What is going on? Because obviously this works. Maybe someone... If I had a chat, I could ask someone in chat to help. Because that's... I mean, that's going. What is going on? I'm going to try and remove this and add my audio output, desktop audio. Why is my desktop audio? Why is my desktop audio not doing what it's supposed to be doing? Why is it not? I have headphones plugged in. Is that? That can't be the problem. My output is my headphones port. Wow, this is... this is true scuff, guys. This is true scuff. Not good. Why? Why will it not... This is going to be... This might have to be something that I finish off stream. That's going to be that's disappointing. I'm so sorry, chat. Well, I'm glad I figured it out now. That's not good. That's not good at all. I wonder why it's doing that. Why is it... Is it just not doing something? Yeah, that's, that is very weird. You know what, chat? You know what? I'm going to figure this out outside of stream, because I don't want to waste your time. And you know what? Next time we do it, I will bring hot sauce. And we will do an entire stream dedicated to several of these videos. And that will be the stream. Actually, I think I'll do that tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there. I do have ghost pepper hot sauce downstairs. Yeah, let's do that. So, unfortunately, guys, that is not going to happen right now. Is there any way I could do... What is this? Could I... Yeah. I'm gonna set up my... I'm just gonna have to figure that out later. And going back into here, I'm going to have to find... I have too many of these open. Where's my thing? Man. True scuff. True scuff here. Why can't I find... Yeah, that's there. Why is... I literally was just on it. I still have it up. OBS is being mean to me. I'm being bullied by my own stream program. Not. I am your master. OBS, I did not actually buy you, but you should it'll work with me. Let's see if I quit out of a few things. Maybe that will help. As long as I don't quit out of OBS, I should be fine. Right? Right? There it is. I apologize so much. Alright. So at this point, we are simply going to finish the debut, and I am going to take some time to figure out what is going on with my audio input. Because you guys can definitely hear me and the music. I checked. But why can I not capture the desktop? That is bizarre. That is bizarre. Anyway, I will have... Now, where did it go on my screen? This is True Scuff. This is the world of True Scuff. Alright. We are going to favorite music now. A lot of these are going to be indie bands or indie rock bands or nerd rock bands like Divide Music, Amelie, Hala CG, JT Music, Caleb Hiles, Nate Wants to Battle. All of these are what I would put into the nerd music category, where they do covers and stuff of fandoms and stuff. And I love what they do. Jeff Williams kind of sits on that line. Yeah. Because he does the Ruby soundtrack. I guess you could put Yuki I'm really not doing good at English today. I apologize. Yuki Hayashi. I guess you could put those two as kind of the nerd music, because Jeff Williams did Ruby, and Yuka Hayashi does Haiku and My Hero Academia music. And so I guess they could go into that. The rest of these are really indie rock bands. Icon for Hire does a lot about of music about mental health. The rest of these, Hollywood Undead, written by Wolves, Cryo Shell, Blacklight District, Fallout Boys, Shine Down, and the rest of them are really all over the place, but are indie rock bands that I really like because of their well, of their drum set, honestly. The drum parts of these are fun to play to, and they're hype music, so these are the bands that I like. I'm sure that my entire demeanor did not give that away. Next is my goals. My goals is getting rigging and set up, and like I've said so many times, there was a lot that led up to debut. I was supposed to get a computer, then I didn't, and then I found out that I was scammed. So just do your due diligence when it comes to stuff like that. Make sure who you're working with is actually who they say they are. There was a lot of other things that I couldn't set up. I couldn't get a face tracker to work because of my old computer and what is going on with that. And so getting rigging and setup is my #1 goal right now. That I can get my computer in, I can get the rigging software to match up with my current model, and then hopefully, we can continue being an actual VTuber after this. I do think that this works. I genuinely think that this works, though. Anyway, my next goal is to make VTuber allies. I don't know who put friends there, because I'm not in the business of making friends. I'm here to make allies. And allies to help me escape from the cyberspace and get back to where I truly belong, within the heavenly host. Now, there are some other things that I am hoping to accomplish. I would love to learn to draw. I feel like drawing is a great skill that I could use, and I would love to learn to draw. I'm not a great artist. I do okay, but I am not great. And I would like to learn how to do better. Learn to sing. Like I said, my vocal cords were damaged when I was a kid. And because they were damaged, I was never able to really learn how to sing or enjoy singing. And so one of my primary goals in all of this is to learn to sing. I would love to be able to do a karaoke for you guys at one point. I don't even care if it gets a copyright strike against it, because I would love to learn that. I would also love to learn other languages. I started to learn Mandarin, but now I don't remember much of it. And I started to learn Spanish, and now I don't remember much of it. And I would love to learn these languages to reach a wider audience. And finally, please, help me gain the power needed to escape this cyberspace. I need more power to be able to escape, and it's simply, I won't even be mad at Lady Luck anymore if I can just get out of this prison. And finally, I would just, with all of these streams, and I'm going to break character a bit here, with all of these streams and all that I do, I just want to make someone's life a little bit better. Make all of your lives a little bit better. Because, you know, we're all in this life together. And if I can do something that makes you smile today, then I'm going to do it. So, that being said, I'm going to take one final drink of my tea. We're going to hit what I believe is the final slide. And we are going to sign off for the night. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there. I understand that that not a lot of people are watching, and I thank those who are just sitting in here, because you're noticed. That was the rest of my tea, and now we finally get to the emojis and the hashtags, which feels like it's a little anticlimactic now that I put it up so much. The emojis, as you can see here, are the spade, and you can see this on my Twitter, which is at the top of the screen, 6 of spades, which is the actual spade, and then the emoji card of the 6 of spades. Both of those are the emojis. If you have art, go ahead and put that at 6pics, which is the hashtag above at the top of the screen as well. And when I am going live, I will use the hashtag 6live. And that will help you know when I am live, or when I am going live. And I believe that is the last one. Yes, it is. So I will say one last time, especially for those of you who have hung out for the last 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging in there, for being here with me during this scuff-filled debut stream, and hopefully we can improve the next stream, and I'll bring more light as I escape this prison. And I will see you all whenever I stream again, honestly. Which I think is tomorrow. I will send out a tweet whenever I'm feeling about streaming again. So, I'll see you all next time.